Hey guys, this is Karthika Kantwal from Apex Finserv and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session. I apologize for not making yesterday's video, for today's trading session. That's because I was busy. I was, to be honest, unable to trade myself today. Had a lot of work to do. But, I'm here now. Monday was a good trading day nonetheless, and I hope you carried on the green streak today as well by yourself. Now, the first trade that we have for tomorrow is Biocon, where we're going to go for a simple long trade at the previous swing low. As you can see, it made a swing low at 400. It has refused to go beyond that the previous interaction. Also, this time there is a big gap for it to be filled as well, all the way from 440 till about 420 ish. So there is a chance that that gap is going to be filled. We also have a small bullish pennant here, but I'm not exactly betting on the pennant, because if I was betting on the pennant I would go for a breakout rate above 410. But I'm going for a buy at the previous swing low, which is simple phase analysis and not chart patterns. However, if you are an aggressive trader, you can trade the pennant as well, no problem there. We're going to go for a long at 399, small stop loss at 396, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to the second trade for tomorrow is again a strong high low formation on Titan, where it has recently broken a strong supply zone and has turned that into a demand zone at 1540, 1542. We're going to go for a long exactly there at 1540, stop loss at 1518, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to the third trade, this time it's also a long at Mindtree. Here again you have small high low formation, as you can see. However, generally speaking, not generally, rather for this particular script, you can see over the past couple of a week or so, at least it's been in a range from about 1450 till about 1775, 1790 on the upside. It has broken neither upside or downside. This time, however, it has started making consistent high lows from this point onwards. So we're going to go for a long at the previous swing point, which also happens to be a good demand zone at 1690. Stop loss at 1670, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to the fourth one is Maruti. Now Maruti seems to have established itself in a very small range, all the way from 7500 to about 7750 on the upside. We are going to play in the middle of this range, where we are going to go for a long at a existing demand zone at 7590. Now that demand zone has seen impulsive buying recently, but it's not exactly something that's being respected again and again. So this is slightly aggressive, or in a gray area if you may say. So we're going to go for a long at 7590. As you can see, we had impulsive buying this time around. However, once it was not there, and then again we had impulsive buying from there. So it's more or less speculative. To be safe, if you want to be safe, or if you're a risk averse trader, you can go for a long where our stop loss is near 7500, with the stop loss being at 7450 ish. Small stop loss, good RR, but very conservative entry. However, we are going slightly aggressive at 7590, stop loss at 7490, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Now the fifth and the final trade that we have is on JSW Steel, where we're going to go for a conservative long to balance out the aggressiveness on Maruti. We're going to go for a conservative long here at the nearest supply turn demand zone at 397. We could have also gone at 400, but as you can see, you did have good buying pressure from here, 402, 401 levels. However, that is too recent, and looking at the big amount of profit booking that we have, it is possible that it might dip a bit under that. So we're going to go for a long at 397, stop loss at 392, ideal targets 1% on the upside. Now moving on to the indices, starting with first Nifty. Now today I hope you guys were able to catch the fall on Nifty that was there. I can't tell you all the reasons why, but that would just be post-mortem analysis, because I have the chart in front of me and I don't think that would add value. So directly moving on to what do I have in mind for tomorrow. Now tomorrow, to be honest, for risk averse traders, 15,000 tak retracement ka wait karo, so it will give you really nice RR trades on Nifty to go for long. Of course, for aggressive traders, you can go for longs near 15075 or 15100. However, you have to keep a stop loss of about 90 to 100 points. For shorters, you can go for short near 15175 or 15200 as well. When I talk about the option chain on Nifty, I have resistance at 15200 with 3 million added contracts, which is quite huge. Significant at 15300 with similar 2.8 million added contracts. Support comes in close by at 15100 with 450,000 added contracts. it is quite heavy, but relatively speaking, comparing with the immediate resistance that we have at 15200 with 3 million added contracts, it's not really as heavy as it should have been, which does indicate that the put writers are not really as confident as they should be for further up moves, and that we might see a deep retracement till 15,000 as well. On the significant support side, I have 15,000 with a bit heavier 725,000 added contracts. When I talk about the PCR, that also comes to be at above 1, or not at, but rather just above 1 at 1.02, which is pretty bearish. So for tomorrow, to be honest, I would just blindly advise 15,000 tak wait if you can. Grab longs on Nifty with a small 75 to 80 points ka stop loss. 1:1, 1:2 trades should be done easily in the coming few days. Moving on to the second index that we have, Bank Nifty. For Bank Nifty, as you can see, it's a really flat range, no visible structure. Nifty if you are comfortable with phase analysis, you can see high lows, and the structure has been broken, the microstructure. However, Bank Nifty, it's been completely flat from 36,500 till about 35,500. So it's almost 1,000 points ka range. Between this range is where it's going to be. Buy at support, sell at resistance. It's pretty simple as of now. Aggressive shorters can go for shorts near 36,200, and long can be taken anywhere between 35,800 to 35,700 with 100 points, 150 odd points ka stop loss either side, depending on your trade idea. When I talk about the option chain for Bank Nifty, I have resistance at 36,200 with 57,000 added contracts, significant at 36,400 with 255,000 added contracts. Support comes in at 36,000, obviously round number, with 230,000 added contracts, significant at 35,700 with 212,000 added contracts. One thing to notice here is when we compare the option chain of Nifty and Bank Nifty, the put writers or the support creators weren't really as confident. However, on Bank Nifty, the put writers seem to be there. Instead, the call writers are absent at 36,200, 36,300, all the way till 36,400. So I do expect Bank Nifty to remain in the range for tomorrow's trading session. At least it won't break the downside as per me. However, if it does break, I will take a trade as per my trades. When I talk about the PCR, it comes in at 0.90, which is also bearish, but not as much as 1.02 on Nifty. This is it for tomorrow, guys. This marks the end of tonight's video. If you are liking the content, if you are liking the video, don't forget to, of course, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and press that bell notification icon as well. I hope you have a wonderful and green trading session tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye.